if you tilt your camera down a tad, just to cover that white. If you tilt can you tilt your camera down a tad, like down towards the table way? That's it.
Way.
Spot on. Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. Otherwise, our heads are such different heights; it just looks a bit funny. Cool. I think we're in.
We're in indeed.
I think we're live. Are we live? Let's just quickly make sure we are live.
Says we're live.
Says we're live. Let's do a 30-second countdown to the game. We're in to preview the probably most important home game of the season so far, I'd say.
I'd say it's getting there. It's getting to the kind of make or break, isn't it, with the fan base?
It is. It is. So Stu and I will be watching this game and taking you through our thoughts and comments throughout. Go Woke, you become broke is in the chat again from the previous game. Welcome back, mate.
Get in. Welcome back.
Agnew,
so what do you think about the lineup?
Oh, yeah, I think it's our strongest lineup we could pick, right?
Yeah, I think so. It made sense to stick with it, considering also the injuries. But I was really happy to see Spence on the bench again.
Yeah, I agree. It seems I really hope he starts when he can't start in the Europa League. So that was just about to be a really stupid comment. But I could also say that's a gentle dig at him not being in the Europa League squad.
I'm kind of hoping he might come on after maybe 70 minutes, kind of rest Porro for the Europa League and give him minutes in the league. So, and a reward for his good performance the other day.
He's definitely moving himself slowly up the pecking order, isn't he?
I thought he was, amazing the other day.
Let me see if I can bring up the lineup for today. Yes, I can. There we go. That should bring up the lineup for today. So we got Vicario, Udogie, Van der Ven, Romero, Porro, Maddison, Bentancur, Kulusevski, Son, Solanke, Johnson. Yeah, it's full strength, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's no. I think the only argument some people had was, does Ange roll the dice on Dragusin and say, let's give Romero a kick up the bum and give him a game?
I mean, I know everyone's thinks that way, but to be honest, I didn't think he was that amazing versus Coventry, and I thought his lack of pace was kind of highlighted. A couple of times he got caught, and if you remember in the Euros, he was caught a few times on breaks. So I do worry about that a little bit with the high line.
Yeah, it might be a bit rash and knee-jerk to be dropping arguably your best player from last season because of 2 lapses in concentration that arguably weren't his fault. So. Yeah.
And he can Dragusin can play in the Europa League anyway.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, Dragusin will get loads of minutes in Europa League. Go Woke. Oh, Jellybean. How are you, mate? Good to see you. There's someone else at the ground today who you know well. I'll leave it at that, who might be dialing in later. Stu's camera's just dropped, but he'll be back. Go Woke, you become broke. Hi guys, not bad. Can you see us do this? But I said, yes, I can see us doing it too. Well, we have to do it. It's probably the most, you're back, Stu, there you go. It's probably the most important home game of the season for Ange. I think if we lose this, it gets very polarizing and horrible and toxic. If we win this, it's like, hey, 2 wins on the bounce. Everyone stop complaining. We're going to the Europa League with wind in our sails. You get that 3rd win in the Europa League, and then suddenly it takes a lot of pressure off Man United away, which is a game we typically don't do particularly well in. Although I think for Spurs to show progress, they need to start getting points from games like Man United away and stop making excuses as to, we always struggle there. Zebedee, good to see you. How you doing? I agree, guys. Come on, Brennan. He's got to do it today, isn't he, Stu? Would you put him as one of your favourites to score today?
My assist, I've got him for assists for Solanke, for double Johnson assists for a brace for Solanke. That's my prediction.
So double for Solanke, was it, and a brace? Wait, sorry, say again.
No, so brace for Solanke with 2 assists from Johnson.
Brace for Solanke with 2 assists from Johnson. Okay, I mean
that's what I'm hoping for.
Christoph, go woke. What are you talking about? No, I'm reading out a name, mate. Someone's username on here. I'm not taking sides on that stuff, but I'm never gonna tell anyone on here they can't name themselves. Want to name themselves? All a bit of fun. If you want to name yourself Jim Smells of whatever, you're welcome to do that as well. Kookaburra, hi all. Spurs to win 3-0. I like it. I hope you're right. Little bit hopeful maybe, but yeah, I'll take it if that happens.
Yeah, I love that optimism.
So the players are about to kick off. They've kicked off on my side here. Solanke with an early press. Whereabouts are you in the game, Stu?
I haven't even kicked off yet.
Okay, so I will. Yeah. Oh, it's a Brentford attack off the off. Got space on the left there. Oh, they've scored in their first attack of the game. Brentford have scored. It was a ridiculous finish. 30 seconds in. Eek. That's not good. We lost the ball at kickoff. We went straight out on the attack. Solanke lost the ball at their end of the pitch. Classic. They countered. Loads of open space on the back left of the pitch. Crossed it in to their number. Yeah, Brentford scored, guys. Yeah. Not good. Not good. Not good. And she looks dumbfounded. Who is the guy that scored? Yeah, they crossed it in. Who, again, just completely unmarked. Standing in the middle of the box. Simple cross in. Van der Ven's probably about 3 yards in front of him. Romero's not marking anyone at all. Romero's probably 15 yards from any opposing players at all.
Oh my goodness, what a finish though.
Great. It was an amazing finish, but he was completely unmarked.
Romero was, I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah, he was like 15 yards from anyone. He was just stood there alone. So, what's the name? Brian Mbeumo? Yeah, I don't know how you pronounce it. It's like when you watch, we're watching like Aston Villa playing Arsenal and like Ollie Watkins missing chance after chance after chance. You watch West Ham against Chelsea today and you're thinking, God, they missed so many sitters. Why is it when teams come to us, it's just like bang?
But I mean, I'm watching the replay and Mickey's also a yard off him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've got to be marking them tightly.
Agree. Yeah, agree with you completely.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Yeah, pretty disappointing. But hey,
all right.
It is what it is. I can't believe that. 30 seconds in.
What's the time on
30
your
seconds.
On your game?
2 minutes 45.
Okay, so I'm 6 seconds behind. Oh my goodness.
I
mean, the worst possible. I mean, you can't make up.
Romero shaking my head. Agree. Yeah, France. It's hard to say. Van der Ven was equally accountable there. I wouldn't put that all on Romero. I put that more on zonal marking again, to be honest. Okay, we're attacking Johnson on the right. Nearly fed it into Maddison for a good shot on goal. We've got a corner now. That was a decent attack. So let's see. Mine's now skipped back 10 seconds, so I'm going to have to watch that attack again. Kulu whips it in. Oh! Headed clear. It's a good ball in. Sorry if you're just tuning in. Not the best start for Spurs, but we have responded. Oh, go on, Sonny. We've responded with some ascendancy. Sonny is now on the left-hand side, dribbling into their box. Bentancur shoots, and it's another corner. Yep, another corner for Spurs.
How many corners have we had without scoring?
Yeah. ZBD, keep shooting and keep the pressure on. I agree. I completely agree. they've saved it. It wasn't a very powerful header, but we did have an opportunity there and kind of just. I think was it Solanke? Just headed the ball and kind of like a looped gently over to their goalkeeper.
Yeah, soft.
It was a soft header, yeah. But it brings up the debate again. We've definitely got to change something when it comes to these set pieces, right? Not set pieces, like just the zonal marking in general. It's just all over the place.
The only thing I would say is positive is the team haven't let the heads drop.
No, I agree. Yeah, we've been attacking since. I'm gonna drop off a sec, but I'll still be here. My camera's about to drop off a second now. Just change the cable.
Come on, Sonny.
We're attacking on the right-hand side now.
Cooley seems to be getting muscled off quite a bit today.
Yeah.
Go on, Johnson. Oh.
I still can't believe that. That was just
so Spurs.
The worst. Oh, and Agnew writes, welcome to becoming a member. Legend for signing up. Welcome to the greatest members club on earth. We have exciting things coming your way in the works. Exclusive websites. Oh, go on, shoot.
Go on.
Oh, that was a good attack from Spurs. Down the left-hand side. Once again, I feel like we could have taken a shot of phaser play earlier.
Which is trigger shy, aren't we?
Yeah. Like ZBD says, it's just one pass too many sometimes. What seconds are you on, Stu?
It just crashed right now, so I'm trying to find another channel.
Oh, okay. Well, that was probably our best opportunity of the game. We've had 3 decent chances so far. But yeah, it just always there's nothing you can't escape from.
Go on, Madison.
Go on! Yeah!
Oh yes!
Get in there!
Come on!
Back in it! Dominic Solanke with the goal.
Finally, he's got off the mark.
Connor in the crowd is going crazy.
He is. He's loving it, isn't he?
I mean, according to the BBC live text I'm following, go boys! I'm going to go back to the other text, which is behind, to see we see that goal.
This just highlights how the increase in press.
Oh, sorry.
It was Madison. I mean, look, the press of Madison made it.
Well, Kulusevski, it was. No, you're right. Yeah, Madison wins the ball.
Yeah.
With the high press, has a shot. No,
terrible
then
shot, to be fair.
Yeah, straight at the keeper, and then Solanke's there to finish. But yeah, we've seen the 2 polar sides of Ange ball there in 7 minutes. We've seen the side where you get caught out and can see the sloppy goal, and we've seen the side where the extreme intensity works to win the ball in a dangerous position. Come on, Spurs. My 1-0 prediction is possible to happen now.
I'm so glad because, we were talking about the other day on the pod that our pressing stats are the best in the league by far. And finally, we've got a goal from the turnover that we've maybe been able to produce.
Yeah. Well.
All right. Go on, Destiny. Oh, go on, Sonny. Shoot.
Delighted for Solanke. That gets a little bit. I know it wasn't like a amazing goal, but it was in the right place, the right time, did the right thing.
And strikers don't care how they go in as long as they go in.
They don't. Kane got a hat trick of penalties last week. And then there were headlines, is he the greatest ever from that? So I feel like you just got to give strikers credit for whatever goals they get. And Solanke's off the mark for us.
Go on, Kulu. But I felt a bit disappointed again in Son just then, because the old Son wouldn't have taken 2 or 3 touches. He'd have just curled that into a top corner.
Oh, did you just see that Sonny shot?
I guess you're behind me now.
Yeah. Must be. Back in it, boys. Come on.
You see, that Sonny shot was what I was just talking about. He took an extra touch, and the old
Yeah.
Sonny would have just hit it straight into the top corner.
Agree. Yeah.
All right. Crowd sounds like they're up for it. Oh, what
Maddison
a ball
through
from
to
Maddison.
Kulu.
Come on, Brennan.
Whatever just gave you a mild ejaculation, I'm about to witness.
It would have made me so happy for the bloke who shot.
Good pressing from Johnson again today. Can never knock his attitude. Bro's been in my FPL for ages, finally. Yes, I imagine he's relieved a lot of people. I was one of those who thought I was going to be a genius by putting Solanke in for Haaland and saying, yeah, watch this. You guys are going to be so surprised. Oh, go on. Oh, yeah, so that's what you've just seen, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good shot. One of those that probably missed by about a yard.
Yeah, it wasn't far off. And I'm glad he's had the confidence to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, go on. Romero up at the half-lane line again.
Come on, Spurs.
7 shots to 1, 4 shots on target to 1. They've had 1 shot and it went in the bloody top corner. That's just the story of our season.
It really is, yeah. I wonder what the average, if you could do like an XG thing of expected goals against per team versus what they've actually had scored against them. Surely we're top of that table. Or surely everyone else just being incredibly more proficient against us. A lot of people have linked us to Thomas Frank in the past. What do you make of him? Not that I wanted to replace Ange. I just mean, what do you make of him as a manager?
I'm not sure. I think he's doing a great job at a club like Brentford, and that's not with any disrespect, but I'm not sure how that would translate going up. I think he's one of those kind of managers that does really well at kind of a sub-top, but once you go up, it doesn't really translate.
So Graham Potter with better hair.
Yeah,
oh, you're saying?
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. And a much cooler attitude.
And a better name.
And a nicer leather jacket.
And a nicer jacket. Yeah, better dress sense.
Is it me, or do we seem to be actually passing it a bit quicker than we have the last couple of games?
So, to be fair, like the performance so far has been a huge improvement on Coventry in terms of just how we're playing. We're breaking a lot more quickly.
Because I know a lot of...
Go on.
Sorry. No, I was going to say, I know a lot of our fans are getting annoyed with our passing the ball around from side to side, and I'm not, because I grew up in Holland, and that's the style of football we play, which is why Pep plays the way he plays, which is the Dutch football. But it only works if you pass it quickly, which I agree we haven't been doing so far this season. But today we seem to have really picked it up a notch.
Yeah. I agree.
Maddison seems up for it.
He does. He's got a lot to prove. He's getting a lot. I think. And someone asked the question in the comment of my last video. Go on. Which players have improved under Ange? And it's a tough one because when you look at the squad he inherited, there's only probably 6 senior players that are still there. So the only ones you can really look at are probably Kulusevski, Son, Romero, Porro,
Sarr,
and Bentancur. And you can't really have Bentancur in there because of his injury.
Yeah,
like it's just completely incomparable. Son had probably one of his weaker seasons the season before. So I wouldn't say he's looked any worse under Ange. Who else have we got? Porro's probably improved. I think Porro's having had his best season.
Definitely.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think Sarr's declined. He's gone backwards. I haven't been impressed.
Yeah, I agree. Is it just because he doesn't fit this? But the thing is, you think he would. He is kind of like an all-action midfielder that we say we kind of need.
We thought he was the new Patrick Vieira, didn't we?
Yeah. Space there. Yeah. Yeah, I think Porro. Yeah, Shafay is saying I think Porro's much better under Ange. I agree. I think he had his best season last year. About midway through the season, I was thinking, but he started really chipping in with those goals, consistently, and I think he wasn't really doing that before, and that came from working with Ange. So I credit that with him. Yeah, like I said, we can't really compare Bentancur. Kulusevski, I'd say, is.
I think he's found the right position, because Kulu was amazing his first 6 months with us. That 6 months that we got fourth, but after that he declined under Conte. But I think he's now found the role for him, that kind of 8 sharing the 10 with Maddison. I think that works for him. I think that's the only position.
Oh God!
Yeah,
ahead of me. Oh, we should. I think we could easily be 2-1 up here.
Yeah.
For those who are watching it, Johnson, the high press paid off again. We won the ball. Johnson got through. It's hard. Maybe it's harsh to say it's a 1-on-1 because he got past the ball right in front of their centre back, but he did get away from him, but the keeper saved his shot. But it was a good little run off the ball there from Johnson, who's been pretty lively so far, as has Maddison and Kulusevski.
Yeah, I've liked Johnson. He looks like he's not shirking, because that was my issue. The last game was he had space in front of him, but he wasn't really going for it. Whereas today he seems to be like, okay, no matter what, I'm just going to do my thing. And it's paying off. Go on.
Yeah, I think so. Was it Jay who said last night, or you? Someone said since that bad facial injury.
Oh my! How are we not 2-1 up? So we've just had you'll get there in a minute. There's a breakaway. Son probably passed to Destiny too late, and then there was just a skirmish in the box.
Let's have a look.
Stand him up.
Yeah, I can see it now. So it was a breakaway with Sonny carrying the ball forward, passed it left to a doggy on the edge of the box. A doggy crossed it in. Kulusevski nearly taps home, complete scramble. Everyone trying to kick the ball at the goal, and they managed to just clear it away. But I think we've had more. It feels like we've had more shots in this game, and I'll get the stats up now to confirm that, than we had in the whole of our last match.
Yeah.
Well, we had 0 shots at half time against Coventry, hadn't we?
Yeah, exactly. Not a single shot.
8 in 17 minutes. So that's a marked improvement.
It is the softest free kick that's given against Solanke. He's done brilliantly.
On the edge of our box or the edge of theirs?
No, in midfield. He went back pressing, robbed the midfielder of the ball, and the midfielder's gone down as if he'd been hit in the back by a truck.
When's Bentancur's?
He's appealed it, I think. He's appealed it, I think, or he's got to give his side of the story, I think. So then they'll come with the official verdict.
So what he's probably playing for is a delay on it and a reduced.
Yes, I reckon.
How was that a foul? I see what you mean. Solanke wins the ball, halfway line. We're out on a brilliant break, and it's given us the softest foul. You can see what their player's done. He isn't expected to lose the ball, and he's just gone down like a sack of potatoes to try and win a free kick. And he's smiling afterwards because he knows he's gotten away with it. Unlucky Dom. Keep up that pressure.
Yeah, Dom's pressure today has been brilliant.
It has been, yeah. Where are people watching from in the comments today? I'd normally have been at the game, but family commitments took priority today.
Oh my God!
Picario with a good catch.
You watch this counter that comes up in a minute. Great pressure, great cross, and somehow it just eludes the final touch. Go on, Madison.
By the way, to those watching, we are going to be dialing in someone from the stadium at half time to give us their thoughts.
Have you got to the one with the cross from the right yet?
It's just coming in now. Kulu has the ball on the right, crosses it in. 3 players miss it, 6 yards out.
And now there's going to be another one with Madison and Destiny on the left, and again, same story.
Crazy.
How is that a free kick?
Yeah, Madison wins the ball. Oh no, it's that just 1 sec. Yeah, and Sun cross. Oh, 1 second.
I can't believe Brentford are wasting time after 20 minutes in the first half.
I don't know what's up with my connection. I'll be restarting my Wi-Fi at half time. That seems a little bit.
So did anyone answer where they're watching from?
No. Go Woke just said, well, Van der Ven, smash him. I haven't got to that bit yet.
Oh, go on, Destiny. give it now. Give it now. Oh, Destiny.
Melbourne. Zebedee, mate. That's early for you. Hats off.
Early or late?
Early or late, actually. Yeah, wait, I'm thinking Sydney, aren't I? Oh, early or late. No, it's like 3 a.m., isn't it?
Exactly. So have you stayed up or have you woken up early?
Yeah, good question.
I mean, it's Saturday night. You might have just gone out and then stayed up for it.
True.
Oh, midnight start. Yeah, midnight starts are what I've got in the midweek games here in Dubai.
Oof. Van der Ven, what a beast.
Yeah, that tackle was brilliant.
But it doesn't it sum up our defenders again, like how we said before, one remotely aerial threat and neither of them can remotely cope with it and concede. But on the ground, they're both incredible.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I would hope that when we do bring in another centre back, that we get someone who can actually head the ball as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Do you know if Ashley Phillips is any good in the air?
I don't know, actually. That I do not know. That is a good question.
I was glad to see Dorrington back because I'm hoping if they can get him fit, he might get some minutes in the Europa League because he's really highly thought of. Ooh. Vicario just tried to put Solanke through. Yeah, you're right. Actually, I think Viskovic is good. He scored a couple of goals from corners, if I'm not wrong, in the Belgium league this season already.
Yeah.
He's
but
what,
he won't be
17
in
now?
I'll check now. Boskovic.
I'm just trying to work out when he's able to actually join us. Is it next summer? He can actually join us.
Next summer, yeah.
Or is
He is 17, yeah. Jeez.
So when did you turn 18?
February.
February?
Yeah.
Okay, so next summer he can join the squad.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. There's going to be a huge saga this summer of what happens with Romero, I think, because he has been linked to Real Madrid. If they pursue that,
Go on, Sonny. Go on, Sonny. Go on, Sonny. Oh, Sonny, you passed the. Oh, Sonny. Oh.
I'm about to see this as well.
So disappointing.
Let's see.
So disappointing. He completely makes a pig's ear out of it.
So they get the ball. Vicario makes an easy save. I'll dictate this attack. What's happened for those who aren't watching? Still waiting to see what happens because I'm behind you. So he plays it out to Son, from the break. He's 1-on-1 with the keeper. And instead of shooting, he starts running around the box like a ballerina and lays it back to... He was through on goal, 1-on-1 with the keeper.
Yep.
Like 12 yards out. And instead of scoring, he's trying to shoot. He stops and turns and letting 3 players overtake him.
Exactly. Why did he have to try and go around the keeper? Just shoot. Did you see the pass though, Solanke, that put him through?
Mm-hmm.
He's having a really good game. But really, how we're not 2-1 up?
If Son shoots from there, that's one of those that's like 0.5 XG. But because he didn't shoot, we don't get any XG for that.
Yeah.
And it just drags all the stats down and everything.
Oh my God. I mean, this game is super open.
They just nearly scored.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were a little open at the back. It's not that they nearly scored, but we were open at the back. They had some space, but we managed to close them down with Destiny. Who, again, I'm still baffled as to why everyone says you can't defend.
Yeah.
Sonny.
Come on, Brendan.
Come on, Brennan. Come on, Brennan. Yes! You beauty!
I'm behind. I want to see this.
Brennan Johnson.
What's happened?
He gives the old keep it quiet.
Keep it coming, mate.
Oh.
I want to see what happened. For those who don't know, I've got a bet on with HG of the Cheese Room. 10 goals in all competitions for Brennan, and he is to buy me a Chick King from the ground. That's 2 down in 2 days in 1 week. Let's do this.
Zebedee, don't worry about spoilers. Keep it coming.
Mate, keep them coming, mate. I'd rather know my blood pressure.
I am so happy it's Brennan Johnson.
Beautiful pass from Madison into Sonny, who runs forward from about the halfway line, passes it outright to Brennan Johnson. He drives into the box, takes on his man. Beautiful finish into the side net. Brennan Johnson. Two games in a row.
Madison, who I've been very critical of, was the one who started it. Brilliant. Madison has had a really good game today.
Mm-hmm.
But what a goal by Johnson! You see, if our fan base would get behind him, this is exactly why Ange spent the money on him, because this lad has potential.
He does. And when we spoke to the Forest fans about him when we were doing like a preview last season when we signed him, I was like, he doesn't ever take on his man. They were like, yeah, he does. Don't know what you're talking about. So I think that's a unique thing that's happened since joining us that can be taken back out of his game and reversed. So he took on his man then. He drove forward with the ball. And it was a beautiful finish. Well done, Brennan.
I mean, I understand.
If you're watching, mate, I want your Johnson apology letter at the end of this game.
I understand why he did the old shush, but it's a shame it's come to this.
Yeah.
I mean,
beautiful goal.
2 games, 2 goals.
Lovely finish.
2 important goals.
Yeah. So we said this before. Which 2 players would you pick to score last game? They both scored. Which 2 players would you pick this game? It was Solanke and Johnson. They've scored.
Oh, I'm so pleased.
I agree, Christoph, mate. I'm the same. I I just struggle with the anxiety this days. We're definitely seeing Dele Alli, not Brennan Johnson, says Franz. I mean, if Brennan gets anywhere near that Dele Alli peak, he's going to be on the back of my shirt.
How old is Dele now? He should be still in his peak years, shouldn't he?
Yeah. Well, it's a good start. Come on, boys.
I'm absolutely buzzing. We're playing fantastically.
Aside from the first 30 seconds, it's been the best 30 minutes of play so far this season.
And even there, I mean, you couldn't make it up that he gets a hook shot goes straight in the top corner. I mean,
yeah. You'll still have a bunch of whingers saying, well, it's unacceptable that we conceded that first goal, so next 30 minutes don't even count. But, yeah.
And just clearly been found out.
Dele is a free agent now, I think, Franz, but I think that romance is dead.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll always be at the club in a form of ambassador and always have a space in the box. And we can tell all the new Spurs fans how good he was, and they'll never quite believe us or understand.
Oh!
No, we conceded.
No. It was crossed. It went over hit.
Oh. Come on, Spurs. Oh, something's happened.
What's happened?
Well, Goat just went, oh, and I'm worried that means we conceded.
Unless I'm really far behind. But I don't think so. Because it's minute 31. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh.
Matters across the back. Oh, no, I saw that too. Sorry, yeah, that's a good chance.
Bentancur is having a good game as well. Come on, Kulu. Oh, come on, Matters. Oh! How we haven't scored a third.
Oh. Johnny says, BJ. Johnny will be joining us at halftime to give us his synopsis on the BJ from the stadium. Oh, yeah, Bentancur, I see what you mean now. He wins the ball back, doesn't he, on the halfway line there with a brilliant tackle, lays it off to Kulusevski, who then takes on his man, lays it off to Maddison, who does a beautiful cross 2 yards out, and we can't score. 2 yards out. We did shoot, but it's cleared off the line. I mean, let's have a look. Statistically, we've had 13 shots this game. So we've had more shots than the last 2 games put together, potentially now. In the first 30 minutes. Deary me, I think we've conceded. Oh, no.
No.
I think we've conceded.
Have we? Uh-oh.
Says deary me.
Christoph, what's happened?
Mate, you can't leave the cryptic stuff in there.
Yeah.
You've got to specify.
Because I've got
Mbemo
lying down. Oh, good.
Johnny's in the chat from the stadium. Love for Ange. Dom and BJ score all aboard the Oso Spurs train. All aboard the Oso Spurs train, indeed. Let's do this. By the way, I'm going to keep these as for everyone for a little while, but at some point, these might become member content. So if you're interested in becoming a member, for the live streams and stuff, we've now got memberships. I get it as cheap as I could in the YouTube thing. So I think it's only £1.99 a month for the entry tier. And it just saves having Patreon and all these different sites. I'll always put the main pods will always be free. I'll never ever put paywall or any of that. But man's got to eat. Otherwise, I'll be doing my day job forever. I love how Bentancur is in trouble for his comments regarding Sonny, and the commentary has referred to Porro as Romero 4 times. Yeah, Shafe, there was an article similar to that in The Guardian, and they had a picture of Romero as the headline of the article. pretty embarrassing for the journalist writing it. It's nice to see Johnson smiling again. I don't think he's doing this for the fans, and this is the kind of ironic thing. I think they've been so critical of him. He doesn't feel like he owes them anything. He's just saying, screw you, I don't need you. And quite right to him, too, because
Exactly.
I saw one comment yesterday. Someone was defending him quite rightly, and then someone put, he deserves it. He's, curse word I can't put on because last time he got demonetized to putting that on. But basically said he's weak sauce. And I was like, it's just a dumb way to look at it. It's just so stupid. Like, all you can ask for him to do is give 110% every week, and he does that every single week. If he's not good enough, that's on a scouting department. That's not on him. You're not going to make the situation any better by being an arse about him. Hi, guys. Just got off stage. How is it looking? Oh, Daniel and Rebecca Plato. Remind me your name. Was it Sean? Am I wrong there? Sorry if it is. So far, it's been a much better improved performance on Coventry. We've been absolutely dominated the game. We've had 3 or 4 chances that we probably should have taken. It was Sean, yeah. We could easily be 3 or 4-1 up. The first 30 seconds we conceded a goal, which was really stereotypical. Ange conceding, it was like they just broke from winning the ball back in their third, and first cross of the game, scooped a goal in on the volley into top corner. Defense. And we responded brilliantly since. It's been all us, really. It's just that we keep trying to make that final pass instead of that final shot. We've seen before.
Oh no.
It's all right. But we definitely need, the old saying goes, need another goal, put this one to bed, because they will. I would be pretty sure they're going to have 1 or 2 very good opportunities to go in this game. And the best mitigation for that is to just put yourself beyond reach, isn't it? So
Villa's losing.
Villa are losing.
Yeah, 1-0 at home to Wolves.
Brilliant. No, but only we do that.
Newcastle losing 2-0 to Fulham.
Yes.
But I thought that we were the only side at the top that got bad results.
Oh, no, yeah, we're the only ones. No one else does that. Yeah, yes, only Ange. Apparently.
Vicario.
Yeah.
Go on, Sonny.
If we had a final ball, we'd be a few up now. I kind of agree, but I kind of don't. Like, I think the final ball's been there, but no one puts their foot through it.
I also think, how many times against us do the opposition have a shot, it gets a deflection, and it ends up right in front of one of their players with an empty net, and we just haven't had that bit of luck so far.
Sean, where do you perform, mate? You've got to go, I know, but I'll ask you this next time. But it's great to see that you're going on stage. We'd love to know more.
Exactly. What is it? Kind of theatre, or is it music, or is it
all of the above?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, Sonny was through. Old Sonny with when he
Lion
was
King in Germany. Wow, very cool.
Oh, nice.
I love a good musical.
Well, yeah, especially Hans Zimmer ones. So, which Lion King is brilliant. I remember the going massively off tangent. The Lion King.
Oh,
apparently,
Mickey.
Oh no, we losing.
No, you got booked.
Sean will know this, but they originally asked Hans Zimmer to do a 5-second jingle at the start, and then they heard his intro, and they were like, "Holy shit, let's make this the whole intro to the whole movie." give it make it 5 minutes long. We have to ask Sean when he's back. Who is he in The Lion King?
Yeah. And do they
Should we take some bets?
In English or German?
Yeah, good question. So we'll take some bets, guys. If you're this side, I can get you tickets. Nice.
Yeah. Which city are you in Germany?
Back in mind. If we keep asking questions, he's going to be late on stage. Everyone's going to go.
I know what you mean.
Was it Mustafa?
Go woke. You're quite right. Back in the day when I was playing, It was just a good
That
hard
wasn't a
tackle.
booking.
But
Times have changed.
yeah,
Did you see the West Ham Chelsea penalty game earlier?
no,
I thought that was.
I skipped it.
It was
I
interesting.
can't
Like
stand either
Chelsea
of them.
won 3-0, but at one point it was 1-0 Chelsea. West Ham were dominating the game, that they were going to come back. They should have had a penalty, but VAR, quite understandably, VAR said, look, that you hear him on the commentary. Oh shit, we conceded.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Their view was that they're only going to step in for clear and obvious mistakes, and even though it was a mistake, it wasn't clear and obvious.
Oh shit, Vicario!
Conceded.
Oh,
We conceded.
Vicario!
No.
Vicario. Look, I mean, I always stick up for him, but he had an absolute shocker there.
We conceded, yeah.
No. But we could have, perhaps should have. I mean, Vicario had an absolute brain fart.
Zebedee, did
Wow.
we concede?
Ed and Timon and Zazu. Wow, that must be
That's quite a
interesting.
few.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, Go. When I played, it was all about get the ball in the man. That's what my coach would tell me. I mean, I'd be sent off on a regular basis now if I were still playing.
Again, Zebedee, you've got to give us some more context, man. You give me a heart attack. You're meant to de-stress me by letting me know what's going to happen. And you're stressing me.
Vicario's had an absolute shock. Just as well that he saved it, because he had an absolute shocker there.
He did. I don't think we've ever had a goalkeeper that didn't have a spill in him. Like Gomez was the ultimate, but even Paul Robinson just.
But to be honest, we don't notice it because we don't watch him that much. But it's not like Edison and Allison don't make mistakes.
Yeah, true. Guys, can we ask you a favor in the chat? Why don't you drop this live stream into a bunch of your Spurs WhatsApp groups? See if we can get to 50 concurrent viewers. Let's do it. Help us. I believe, looking at the stats, when I'm looking at all the ones I compare to, percentage-wise, we're the fastest growing Tottenham YouTube channel at the moment. So let's help us grow.
I mean, I love that, but it's also, if percentages can be misleading. You go from 2 to 4, it's amazing percentage.
Yeah. But no, we got decent base now. We're up to,
I know.
Yeah, we're doing well.
False modesty. Come on, Vic. Vic. Go on, Madison. You should. In a minute, you're going to see Madison back to his best, getting the ball and turning, losing his man. Oh! Stand up. Bravo, Destiny.
So,
by the way,
go on,
Jim. Yesterday, I got my official confirmation from the Italian government that they've accepted my citizenship application. So I'm going to be even more pro-Italian players going forward.
Nice. Congratulations. Yeah, Madison's playing much better today. That was a beautiful ball into Sonny.
Yeah, I'm with you, Zebedee. He's playing really well. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
So we got Australia, Germany, and the UK tuning in at the moment, which is pretty cool. Is my stream to you guys watching? Is mine a little bit blurry?
It is on mine.
It is.
I can see kind of pixelated.
Yeah, I think I need to hop out and hop back in at half time and restart. I think something on my internet. Hey, Terry. Australia's a big place though, mate. Whereabouts?
Yeah. I can't wait to go back to Australia. I had such a good time when I went there.
Always hear good things from everyone about it. but that my time will have to wait. What's going to happen with a toddler?
Yeah, I want to take my kids there, but they've seen too many National Geographic and Crikey It's the Irwin programs, and they're like, nah, everything out there can kill us. I'm like, hey, I survived the month out there.
Just want to do a quick shout out to our members as well.
Another one in Melbourne. Go on, Mattis. Oh, for goodness sake.
So just a shout out to our awesome members who are supporting us grow. We've got Andrew Wright, Neil Spector, Colin Morris, Sean, i.e. Daniel and Rebecca Playtime, Shafay, David Purser, Rob, Mike, and the first 3 to sign up were Richard, Jellybean, and Vaz, the legend Spurs guy. Thank you, guys.
But by the way, Jellybean, we love the fact that we know who paid for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we should. We should be 2 or 3 goals up minimum right now. But it's that same old story. You don't want to say it out loud, but you could. We've seen this script too many times to not have PTSD with Spurs in this situation.
It's. I don't know. You know, you're not a Spurs fan if you think this is comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Liverpool smashing Bournemouth.
My man Slot.
Good coach. So yeah, we've had 17 shots so far. That is a huge improvement. Christoph, how do you eat food then?
I have to say that this is probably the first game that reminded me of the first 10 last season.
Yeah.
Because we've had all the possession, but we're actually, creating chances as well.
Yeah. And I can't say I want to see more get some minutes. I agree. It's a tough one though. It's like this is too much of a critical point. More.
I just seen on a WhatsApp someone write "get in."
Wait, we scored.
Have we?
I don't know if someone said "get in," or are they just responding late to the fact we're
winning. I don't know. Yeah, maybe they've only just logged in.
Okay.
Oh, these WhatsApp chats are killing me.
That was 3 minutes ago. Yeah, so nothing's happened.
Yeah. Anyone else expecting a third goal because their stream is behind? That was Nick.
Yeah, I think we'd all like to see more get some more minutes. Get more minutes. But there's a reality here that he's probably going to come on when we're 2 or 3 goals up in a game with 20 minutes to go. And then he'll start a few Europa League games. But I think they just see it too much of a risk to bring him on right now.
Yeah, I'd like to see more come on. I think we've got to keep him. We've got to keep him happy, and just sitting on the bench isn't going to keep him happy. I mean, ideally, we get a couple of early goals in the second half, and then Spence and Moore can come on for the last 20 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
Go on, Solanke.
So, summary of the first half. Oh, we haven't conceded, have we?
No. It's Romero doing Romero things.
Summary of the first half. And just definitely made adjustments. 19 shots in one half. Considering we had 0 shots in the first half against Coventry, that's a massive, massive improvement. First goal, of course, super disappointing because we've seen that type of goal conceded a lot before, but I think like if you wouldn't be surprised if this was 4-2 to Tottenham right now.
Yeah, 4-1, I'd say. Yeah, 4-2 with a clanger.
Yeah, just with Vicarious clanging up there. Yeah. So hopefully Johnny's going to be dialing in now from the stadium to give us his halftime analysis from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and then I'll be restarting my internet so I am not a pixelated mess on the screen.
Yo, Jellybean.
Here he comes. Johnny is entering into the chat. There's Johnny at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. How's it going, mate, Johnny?
Hear you, boys. Slight technical issues here. Give us a sec.
There's a surprise.
That was our very own Kirsty Gallagher of the show, Johnny Adair, giving us. Yeah, he's hopefully be back in a second with some internet.
What
a cameo!
Yeah, exactly.
Right, hopefully get Johnny back from the ground. But yeah, as we're saying, really strong performance. Probably the best half of football we've had this season, apart from that sloppy goal in the first 30 seconds. Understandable why that's going to receive some criticism, etc., etc. But you've got to take the positives. Our biggest issue was that we weren't taking shots. We've taken 19 shots in the first half and we scored 2 goals. Continue that momentum in the second half and get 1 more goal. You can't really complain with that performance. There's lots of improvements. I agree. Torbjorn. Sorry, I'm going to look up how to pronounce your name properly without butchering it.
Bjorn, I guess it's Torbjorn.
Torbjorn. Like the first 10 games last season, agree, it was much more in line with those games. So yeah, marked improvement. Let's keep it up. Straight in and out there by Johnny, a man of his own heart. Straight in and out, story of my life, I would say. But yeah, it was definitely a much better performance. So the only negatives I'd say was, once again, our centre backs couldn't seem to deal with a aerial threat at all. They left an opposition player completely unmarked who was easily able to scurry in a goal. Brentford have had a couple of other chances as well, but overall Spurs have had by far the better chances. 19 shots as well is a little bit misleading because we've been in several other positions where we could have taken more. So you wouldn't be surprised if we had over 20 shots in the first half, which must be some kind of record. And they weren't pot shots, right? From 30 yards out. These were decent, meaningful opportunities. So really strong first half performance from Tottenham. Johnny is back. I'm going to add him to the stage. Johnny, welcome. How's it going at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, mate?
It's not dull today. We can say that safely. Yeah, it's all good. I mean, 24 seconds wasn't so good. After that, things picked up quite nicely. I think we played really well, to be honest. They're looking really vulnerable at the back. As I said in my message earlier, if we could sort of design a better narrative than a goal for Solanke, first goal for Tottenham, and then another one for Johnson after everything he's been going through. 2-2 now for BJ. And then the South Stand whipping everybody up with some Angle Postecoglou vibes. It's a good day so far. Obviously, a little bit shaky there at the back, just before half time. Like, oh my God, Tottenham playing suicide ball, but it's been a good performance. A lot of energy.
Johnny, what was the reception for BJ after he scored?
It was really, really encouraging, I have to say. Like, because they did start chanting. There's only one Brennan Johnson, which was pretty. It was a pretty raucous, by Tottenham levels anyway. It was a pretty good effort from the fans. So I'm sensing, like, we in our regular pods we're talking about the sort of representation of the fans and the mood of the fans. There's obviously a huge desire to get behind Postecoglou. I think we all want success, and I think it's a great response for Johnson, and he's played really, really well. And even like, there's been a few times like Teki's played superbly, and then it's just like that the last touch or something's not quite gone right. But I'm feeling, and maybe it's my complete bias because that's what I want to observe, but it feels like the crowd are wanting to just support the players and get behind them and not get on their back so much. There's been a bit of anti-Vic sentiment from behind me. You won't be pleased to hear, Stu, but that pass to Matters just for half time, and obviously corner came off that and everything. But yeah, it's been a really good atmosphere, good vibe here.
Good. Glad to hear it's more positive. Johnson, I'm hoping, is going to get much more positivity from the fans after that first half performance as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what you boys have said, because obviously you get a completely different view when you're watching on the screen. To me, like, it wasn't like it was an immediate reaction to going behind. You know, it was obviously, you can sort of say, sometimes they say it's the best time to concede a goal when you've got the whole game in front of you. But obviously it was a bit of a hammer blow. How do you guys see it from the more remote view of things? What's it looking like?
Yeah. Spurs have completely dominated the game from my way of seeing it. Sure, you could say Brentford could have scored 2, but I think pretty much any side can say that after a half of football that we could have had 2. But I think Spurs could have had 10. You know, so it's like it was complete domination from that perspective. Madison much better, 19 shots in the first half versus 0 versus Coventry in the first half says it all. So massive improvement. Johnson's celebration might be worth analysing because he kind of seemed to shush the fans there, which isn't a sign of him going over there for a cuddle. He's telling them to shut up. He
Can I ask you about the Van de Ven yellow? Because from where I am, that looked like a really good tackle. Am I wrong?
It was soft, but it was a foul.
It was a foul.
Okay.
I'm just going to restart my internet, guys. I'll be back in 2 secs.
But the goal as well, John, I don't know if they showed a replay, but it was one of those that Van de Ven was a yard off him. So the Brentford goal, yeah. So Romero was in the middle of nowhere. Van de Ven was a yard off him, but still, I mean, it was one of those wonder goals straight in the top corner. I mean, another day that goes out. It just seemed to be the story of being a Spurs fan at the moment, that anything that can go wrong goes wrong. But I thought we played really well, and you know, I've been quite critical of Matters, and I thought he had an absolutely outstanding game, and it was back to the old Matters, getting the ball in the half turn and then turning immediately and losing his man. I've been really impressed.
Well, that's good to hear, because I'm coming in with a bias, a bit of a bias against him because of his histrionics and there's been a few things that have irritated me about him, but he's definitely been looked a lot more lively, and a couple of times I think he's been a little bit slow to release the ball. I think that's in a few of our attacks, that's maybe a little bit comfortable with that, but I think like it was a lot of really good performances. For me,
I think in general,
Techie up front,
they're
the ones that stand out for me.
A couple of times, like Son was held onto the ball a couple of times too long. Decky as well was a bit too slow. But you know, I think in general, Dom I think has been brilliant. His pressing has been fantastic. And I thought, you know, Destiny. A lot of people have been criticizing Destiny for not being able to defend. He's been brilliant defensively.
Yes. He's been everywhere. He's looked really threatening going forward as well. I mean, it would be nice, because this is Tottenham, right? So we know the way things can go, but we're playing towards the south stand, and like it feels like I don't want to regret anything. I'm not going to attempt. It feels good right now. I'm not going to say.
We were saying before that you're not a Spurs fan if you think this is going to go on and be an easy win.
Yeah. Exactly.
But you know, in an ideal world, we keep up this dominance, get a couple of early goals, and I was saying what I'd like after 70 minutes is for like Mikey Moore and Spence to come on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, Johnny, thank you so much for coming in, being a legend.
Yeah, it's not the easiest audio-wise, so I'll probably need to get back to your pearls of wisdom. But anyway, it's great to join you two. Good to see you both, and
good to see you, mate.
Enjoy the second half.
Enjoy the game.
All you Spurs. Cheers, pal.
Come on, you Spurs.
See you, boys. See you.
Bye. There we go. That was Johnny, our correspondent from the stadium.
Spot on, Edward. We were saying that before. It's the difference between today and the previous games is that we've been much quicker cycling that ball and recycling it and getting it around and passing it around, rather than being so predictable, getting the ball, sitting there, letting the defense set themselves, and then making our pass. So let's hope we can keep this going and keep up the tempo, because if we do, we're going to stretch them, and then hopefully their legs will get tired.
Yeah. Look at that. World class commentary from Oso Spurs today. You get live correspondence from the stadium. You'll get pre-match build-up from the stadium. You'll get post-game analysis from the stadium, and 2 UEFA qualified coaches talking you through the game as we go on. I am a qualified UEFA coach. I'm a UEFA coach. I'm just not qualified yet.
Is that a UEFA coach or a football manager coach?
I'm a football coach. I'm just not registered or qualified. But yeah, I'm fine. So yeah, I don't expect any halftime changes. Obviously, be very surprised to see any.
Yeah, I would.
So yeah, roll on the second half.
I think that the hardest thing will be for Ange to make sure that everyone keeps their focus and keeps this going, rather than kind of, okay, all we have to do is keep, stroll out for the second half and we'll win. Because that's, been our kind of history of our performances.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Go Woke. I won the UEFA Cup and Champions League and the whole shebang on Football Manager.
Yeah, we're all qualified coaches in our own rights, guys. All right, we could all lead Tottenham Hotspur Club, Football Club,
legends
Champions
in our
League
own mind.
Final, if given the chance. I don't know why my connection's a little bit unstable. So I'm not going to be able to fix that today. It's just.
Would anyone in the chat make any changes now? Or would you also stick with what we're doing?
Would I stick with what we're doing? I would stick with what we're doing for now. I don't think there's a reason to check. I'm not sure we have anyone on the bench. Bissouma, maybe.
That's what I was saying. Maybe Bissouma. If it's he's going to need some minutes maybe to get back to fitness.
Yeah, that's not a bad shout. You might lose me here for a second. Apologies.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Until 60 or 70 minutes, hopefully, and hopefully by then we'll have had scored another one, and then we can start bringing on some subs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree about Bentancur. I said that the Coventry game, that it's not that he was brilliant, but I thought the way he tackled, got the ball, drove the ball, and then made the pass for Johnson reminded me of the Bentancur prior to his injury. And I think today he's showing that he's coming back to that kind of form, which is what we said. If you remember, Jim, that's what we said when he got injured, that all the top physios have said it takes at least a year to get back.
Yeah.
And we're pretty much getting there now.
Yeah. But that'd be so typical. He's going to get back to his best and then go on a 12-game ban. But he made his bed there. He's got to lie on it. And
that's his own fault for being an idiot.
That's his own fault. So, yeah, we can't really defend that. So it is what it is. Yeah. So are the players out yet? No, they'll be coming out any second now.
Yeah, I see them on at least on my
screen.
Change
what was your score prediction before the game again, Stu?
Mine was 2-1.
2-1. So I can't see it staying like this.
And I almost got it right as well. I said Johnson assists for Solanke, but at least Solanke got a goal and Johnson was involved.
Yeah.
Or maybe,
personally can't see it staying like this though. Go on, sorry.
But just said, do you think we're going to concede another? Do you think we're going to win 3-2, 4-2, 4-3?
I think it's going to be 3-2 Spurs. 3-2 Spurs.
How did it finish against City last week? They only won by a goal, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah. So they won. Where was it? Let's get the score up.
It's 2-1, I think, wasn't it? Because they conceded the early goal as well.
Yeah.
If I don't remember, if I'm not misremembering. Go on, Johnson. Players are out.
Are they back out playing on your screen?
No, they're running out and onto the pitch now. The boys are in a huddle. Madison's giving it the old speech.
Right, players back out.
Like I say, it would be amazing though if we had the kind of the parallel with Poch when he was almost under huge pressure and Kane salvaged him. If Coventry ends up being our Villa game, where things start to click after that.
Yeah, I think it's one of those seasons where we will go on 2 or 3 winning runs, and we'll go on 2 or 3 losing game runs. Like we're not like a complete article yet, but you got to think of it as like it's the first season. We haven't considered, do we? It's the first season. Well, Chris Tate 4-1 Spurs, Johnson with 2, and Solanke with 2. Love it, mate. I hope you are right there. Energy is fantastic. Memories of the first 10 games of last season. Agree, Carl. We just got to keep that energy up now.
Go on, Johnson. Johnson's really he's running at players.
Yep. I mean, he's done already what more than you can ask. Like he's contributed in the pressing and he's scored a goal. If he scores 1 goal every game, he's going to outscore Erling Haaland. So,
but also I don't know what's been said to him, but before, as we were saying earlier in the first half, that he wasn't having the courage to try to take on defenders, and somehow, whether it's the fact he scored the last minute winner, but now it looks like he's got this confidence from God knows where. But thank goodness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely come back. Well, Ange said it. Oh yeah, it was beautiful. He took on. Yeah, Ange said this before, right? That he's been asking every coach for advice on what he can do differently, and you can't really ask more than that.
But also, he just seems like a nice lad. I just don't understand why you would want to abuse him. It's not like
No, I agree. Bizarre. Absolutely bizarre.
Come on, boys.
Another set piece. We got this point where I just don't feel like we're going to threaten we're ever going to get a goal from a corner at the moment.
If you think it's not much of a surprise when we're weak defensively at set pieces because we can't head the ball, we can't expect to be strong offensively.
We conceded.
Oh, you're kidding me.
I think. Have we conceded Zebedee, or is this? I don't know. Zebedee's done the cryptic thing. He's gone. No foul, piss take. Which implies to me that something's happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
No midfield.
Zebedee, what minute are you in?
Problem is, you'll get his answer about 30 because ours has got like a 30-second lag when we're talking, so you got to get the right time.
Come on, Sonny.
No, doggy brought down. No foul. Okay. I'll say goal on the message if we concede or score. Thank you, mate.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Come on, boys. Let's finish the game how we started and keep this pressure on. That's it. Well played, boys. Right. I think, I think the subs we're going to see this game, if we look at the bench, surely we're going to see Basuma coming on. Oh, is he a Sonny through 1-on-1? Again, just not shooting. Sonny just doesn't shoot anymore.
Yeah.
Come on, Sonny.
He's got the best shot.
I hate to say it out loud. People will get annoyed. I think the first bit of complaining and when the atmosphere is going to turn a bit tougher this game is going to be when Werner comes on instead of Moore. I think that's inevitable and it's going to happen.
And it better not.
Going to cry about it.
It's not justifiable though to play him. I mean, honestly, if as Ange is saying, he's all about the long term and he's playing for the long term. As I said, I didn't understand, and I still can't justify why Forster played. I don't understand why we're giving minutes to Werner as a sub. I can understand if it was a case of we don't have go on Kulu, go on Kulu, oh Kulu cazzo. Oh. I could understand why you would start Werner over Moore, but if you're going to bring someone on for the end, I think Moore's got to be given the minutes to grow.
Mm-hmm. Agree. I'm about to see this Kulusevski chance that you saw. 1 sec. Be back in 2 secs.
Go on, Poro. Well, it looks so far as if they've kept. Oh, nice Dom. They've kept the momentum up and the pressure from the first half. So, got to be happy with that. No complacency coming in. Yeah, I'm with you. Go. Well, Kulu probably should have put that away. He kind of blasted it rather than placing it, didn't he? But the way I see it is we're still creating chances. So hopefully at some point, another one's got to go in.
Yeah. Otherwise, it'll be the same criticism as before. But I don't think this is anything you could criticize Ange of tactically, because if players have been through one-on-one and had great chances to score, that's completely and utterly on the player, not the manager. If we don't score those chances,
there's no way anyone can point the finger at this being, tactical masterclass of Frank over Ange.
No. Oh, come on, Spurs.
Oh, go on, Matters. Oh, that's Kulu. Oh, go on, Poro. Oh, no, it's Bentancur.
Brentford are resigned to long punts forward, which shows how on top we are.
How have we not scored? Oh my goodness. How have we not scored? I'm telling you, Bentancur is back.
I want to see this. So what happens here? They try to play out the back.
Go on, Matters. Oh, Matters.
Oh my gosh, yes, Solanke, that's like 3 yards out, man. Saved by the goalkeeper. Why does every goalkeeper turn into Tim Krul? Why does every goalkeeper turn into bloody Tim Krul when we play against them? Ah.
Oh, mio Dio.
Come on, Spurs.
We've got another corner. 7 corners to 2. We need to work on our set pieces. Oh, for goodness sake. Straight to the keeper's hands.
The amount of times we've been through one-on-one to the keeper and just not been able to put it away. It is. This isn't even like the script we saw at a Jose Conte where we got 2 goals and then we shut up shop and then we were going to concede. This is such domination that it's going to hurt so much more if we concede.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is... utter dominance. If this was boxing, you'd be winning this on points. If the ref didn't get in, the whatever he's called doesn't get in to stop the fight.
Doesn't bode well. What happened? What doesn't bode well?
Uh-oh. Yeah, what doesn't bode well? Someone got injured.
Or is it responding to us? Talking.
Oh, Dom should have. Mickey. Oh. It is so Spurs that Bentancur is going to disappear for a couple of months. He's playing so well today.
Yeah.
Come on, Poto.
Yeah, not capitalising on the chances. That's what Christoph meant. I
Which
agree.
lad is a beast? Go, Bogue.
I think he's saying Bentancur, but I could be wrong.
Another corner, we've done nothing. It's looking good, mate. Oh, yeah, I'm with you. Van der Ven is brilliant. We've started the second half the way we played the first half, so can't complain.
Yeah, welcome back, Sean. Yeah, it's been all Spurs. We again should have had a couple of goals. It's been crazy. It just feels like we know the script. I think that's where everyone sits at the moment. We know what happens next. We can see the goal and we go, how on earth did we not win that? So it's
given
imperative.
Away a free kick.
Oh no. I think this is the moments where there's been criticism that we haven't been proactive with subs. We've been reactive. We've waited for the inevitable to happen, and then we've put on a few players. I'd like to see us proactively try to get ahead of this.
Mm.
Wild Romero. Yeah, that was such a stereotypical Romero foul.
Stupid.
Right on the edge of the box, giving away a free kick to the opposition.
An unnecessary free kick.
Yeah. He was going nowhere.
Yeah.
Just running off the pitch by the looks of it. Johnson had it covered anyway. Well, to be fair, it was a double foul from Johnson and Romero. They both stood in on him. Can you let me know when they've taken it so I know?
Yeah, it's taken. We're okay. We're okay.
Okay, good.
Vic, catch it.
Vicario.
Oh, Vic. Oh, my God. Vic's had an absolute nightmare there. To be honest, I feel sorry for the Brentford player because Vic's come out absolutely flapped at it, handled outside the area. Brentford players has appealed to the ref, I guess, for a booking, and he's been booked for it. But Vic's had an absolute shocker there.
What hobnob can be asking for Ange out? No, we agree, Carl. We're fully Ange in. It could be absolutely crazy. Regardless, what is Vicario doing?
Absolutely. I mean, handles it a yard outside the area. He was lucky to get away with that one. Absolute shocker.
Crazy.
What's the ref coming over to do? Oh, he's going to book Frank. Thomas Frank's just been booked as well. I mean, I understand why they're so upset. I mean, it was yard outside the area.
Oh, yeah, miles outside the area. Would VAR intervene with that?
No, it can't. It's not a penalty. It's a free kick. VAR can't get involved in a free kick.
Very lucky, Vic.
I play on stage. If I get a laugh here, I don't know when. Just get two big laughs. Looking good. Yeah.
Come on, Spurs.
Go on, Kulu. Come on, give it. Go on, Johnson. No, bad first touch.
We did get away with one, Zebedee. I agree with you there. Yeah, Shafay says we'll still have Bentancur in Europe. That's even with the ban. Is that right?
Oh, is it only for English competitions?
If that's the case, that's a handy situation.
Yeah, it's kind of forced turnover, which is good.
Yeah.
Oh, destiny.
That was a bit wasteful from Johnson, that chance he had, wasn't it?
What are the commentators talking about?
Fran is FA only, says Shafay. All right, that's good to hear, mate. Thank you for educating us on that. So that means Bentancur's going to stay fit and get some minutes at least. So you almost want him to start his ban now when we're guaranteed to be in Europe. Last thing you want is for it to start
Yeah.
when we're out of Europe. Hopefully we're not out of Europe. Hopefully we get to the final.
It counts for both cup and league, right?
Seems like it.
Okay.
Any
So how
FA
many
competition. So
how many League Cup games are there still?
at
Before
least
Christmas, I'm
5,
thinking.
isn't there?
Nothing before Christmas.
I don't think
What
so.
round are we in?
Yes, won't count for UEFA Cup for UEFA comps.
Well, hopefully he only gets 6. So then he misses maybe 4 league games and 2 cup games.
Yeah, won't count for UEFA Cups. Thanks, Shvay, mate. Legendary member and also educator of the
appreciate
Spurs podcast. Nice one, mate. Zebedee commentators are always terrible with Tottenham. They said Tottenham had no structure in their press. Well, the press is is the reason we're 2-1 up. So
absolute nonsense.
That is
Here comes
nonsense from then. Oh, we're bringing on a proactive sub. Good. This on at 60. Yeah, I think that's needed.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Although no one's been poor.
Oh no. Oh no.
We conceded.
Oh.
Huge save from Vicario. Huge save from Vicario, making amends for 2 huge errors that could have resulted. Odegaard's out for a long time, probably about 8 weeks, Christoph.
Yeah. Go on, Madison. Go on, mate. Go on, play it. Go on, Sonny. Shoot! Oh, for goodness sake, Sonny.
Huge miss. Huge miss. Come on, Sonny. What happened to you?
Sonny he's just, I don't know why he isn't shooting. Oh my goodness. Bentancur is off for this. Round of applause for Bentancur. Absolutely fantastic performance. Have you seen the chance?
Oh, did we not score, Solanke? It was just on a plate. On a plate. On a plate.
But how does Sonny not shoot?
We shouldn't be in a situation where we're now anxious about dropping points in a game. We should be in a situation where we're going, this is a 5-1 win with best performance of the season. It's absolutely crazy that we are in a position where here we could be dropping points.
I mean,
we've had such good chances, and credit to how the players have responded and created those chances. But it goes to show, I think we are a player short in that final 3. If Sonny's, I don't know, but then individually they've all got goals in them. Son, Solanke, and Johnson.
I mean, we're missing Richie. Solanke should have been sliding for that.
Yeah, agree.
I just can't believe Son didn't shoot.
Yeah. Come on, boys.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Because you know the story, if you don't subscribe and you wait for the algorithm to push us your stuff, can you click the little subscribe button up there? That would really help us out.
Bravo, Destiny.
Just been trying out some banners for the live show as well.
Oh, Figa. Everton's still winning.
Come on, boys.
The big 6-pointer at the bottom of the table is going Southampton's way. Go on, Dom. Go on, Dom.
Young Moore on for Son. Is that something that's happened, or is that a request goal?
it's
Because
a
I'm a little
wish.
bit behind you guys.
I haven't seen it yet. I think it's more of a wish. Oh, I swear, the modern football, the way they dive is doing my head in. Basuma just got booked for something which is unbelievably soft.
That is very soft, yeah. But I think it's because it broke up a counter. Broke up a goal scoring opportunity for the opposition. So it was unfortunate, but it's happened. Am I less pixelated now, Stu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still not that
no, it
sharp.
says
Though,
connections
but
unstable.
yeah, it's still not.
Yeah.
It's not usual quality.
Yeah. Something about me internet.
Is it just me that's starting to get a bit nervous?
I think this is the bit what you would define as a squeaky bum time.
Yeah. Oh, mio Dio. Oh, my goodness. My man, Destiny.
We do desperately need a goal, everybody. We desperately need a goal.
Yeah. I mean, this dominance deserves a goal.
Vicario, what a save. Well, he's had two brilliant saves.
Oh my God, Vic.
For...
Oh my God, Vic. Just seen the save.
Two brilliant saves and two massive errors. I think it's just such a representation of what we are. Oh my gosh.
An absolute brilliant save.
Wow. So it was them attacking down on the left originally. They switched it to the right. Cross in. Again, they're incredible save. But where did the threat come from? Aerial cross into the box. Completely unmarked.
No one jumped. No one jumped.
No one even jumped
all
for
stood
it.
There. They're all just
None
stood
of our
there.
centre-backs jump for the ball. It's every goal we can see.
Did you see there was no one within a yard of him?
Yeah. I noticed when Dragusin plays, at least we have a bit more aerial threat. He doesn't mind jumping for the ball.
Oh, he's punched it.
It was a fantastic save. Again, he should never have had to make that save. It was such a pathetic cross as well. It was just a gentle looping cross, and they have three players unmarked 6 yards out of goal. And you just look at I just don't get it. I just don't get that. We've got to do better when it comes defending balls above head height. Need new energy, Spence. I agree. I think that now, as we've already made one proactive substitution in Basuma, but I think you've got to keep that energy up by making more. I think I've got a feeling it will be Burival on for Kulusevski. I think that's what he'll probably do. Whether that's right or not, it's up to debate. Sarr will come on for someone as well. I think those will be the two subs he makes.
I'm not too sure about Sarr sub.
Is he coming on?
He's on.
Okay. Okay. Sarr on for Brennan. Yeah.
I'm not sure I agree with that.
I think it's because we're being overrun in midfield now and we're looking at ways in which we can get back into the game. This again, it's a tough one because the alternative is bringing on Werner, right? For
Yes, I guess.
Son or Johnson,
Yeah.
and I don't think people want to see that either. I know people will say Mikey Moore, but
Yeah.
you want physical players on now.
Also, to be honest, with the way our fan base is at the moment, I wouldn't want to put him in a position where the game is on the line. That if he
Yeah.
were to be involved in a mistake, you know, he's too young to get the abuse.
Yeah.
We need to bring him on in positions where the game's done.
Yeah, agree. Come on,
Madison.
Spurs.
Oh, go on. What are you doing? Go on, Piss. Oh!
It's another should have scored moment.
No. It's just some nice footwork. It's slightly not.
22 shots, guys. 22. Just can only blame ourselves if we don't win, because that is just, yeah, massive volume. I think Kulusevski's become Ange's most important player now. It's gone from being a squad player you don't really know where to play to arguably being the one player that you can't afford to rest. And Mickey, that is as well. And Udogi. And Porro. So there's a few. Come on, Spurs.
We need some of the senior players to kind of put a foot on the ball and calm things down a bit.
Agree. I think someone else said this they did say it in the on our Twitter group. They were saying we don't really have a standout kind of like match winning type leader in that squad at the moment. And I get it, like those are the players that cost hundreds of millions of pounds and not many people do, but yeah.
But we haven't had one for 5 or 6 years. I mean, how often we said that we don't have leaders on the pitch? I mean, Kane wasn't the leader.
Yeah, true. You want like a Rafael van der Vaart type character, don't you?
You want to Edgar Davids.
Yeah. Yeah, agree, Carl. After his midweek performance, gives me more confidence that Spence deserves an appearance.
Yeah, I'm with you, 100%.
Come on, Spurs. Come on, you Spurs.
Oh, for goodness sake, Sonny. To be honest, I
agree. I think Sonny needs to come off, But that leaves Timo time, which will split opinions. I think that's what everyone will say should happen, but it won't.
Yeah. I mean, Timo is not the man who keeps possession either, to be fair.
Yeah.
Come on, Dom. Hold it up. Hold it up. Good boy.
Quick update on the other scores. Shall we go through that quickly?
Yep, go for it.
In the other games today, And there's some big games today for us because there's a lot of our competitors playing. So I think Liverpool are, comfortably nailed on for third this year. So I'm not really looking at them, but they're beating Bournemouth comfortably 3-0. Newcastle have got goal back against Fulham. It's 2-1 currently to Fulham. Aston Villa are 1-0 down to Wolves at home. And Chelsea beat West Ham United 3-0. Southampton are beating Ipswich. And the 5:30 kickoff is Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. And then tomorrow we've got the big one for a neutral, which is City versus Arsenal. Also Brighton versus Forest. I think people need to... It's time to take Brighton seriously again. They're back to what they were doing under the early stages of under De Zerbi's reign, where they were a threat to those top 6 places again, playing really nice stuff with some really good signings.
Be interesting to see how United do, because they seem to quietly be getting things back on track.
Again, it's so many dangerous balls into that box.
Yeah. How we haven't
Solanke
scored
could have had a
it.
hat trick on another day. That's what's crazy about this. But Brentford will get a couple of good chances. There's 15 minutes left. Just they are likely to get a couple of good chances still. So we will get 1 or 2 more chances as well. But it's got to that point of they take one of theirs and they get a point. We take one of ours.
Romero.
We put the game to bed. So
I swear, Romero.
How much do you miss Moussa Dembele? Yeah, he would be a dream in this team.
I miss Modric more. Oh my goodness, no!
Yeah. Have they scored?
No, but how did they get away with that?
What happened?
So basically, we had the ball. So Kulu's got the ball. He's fouled, and basically they on the edge of our area, and ref just waves play on, and they have a break on the left-hand side. But luckily, Porro gets in there, and they get a corner out of it. But how he didn't give a foul for that, I don't know. Porro to the rescue, though. Porro. Yeah, I'm with you there, Go Woke.
The ref has had a stinker, yeah.
Go on, Madison. Go on, Madison. No, Madison. You'll watch in a minute. He's having a right little fit after he's got the foul. He doesn't need to be having these little theatrical performances.
He gets a lot of criticism for that, and I think it's fair enough that, like, there's times where we've been left really vulnerable where Madison's been softly fouled, and he hasn't gone up and chased the ball down. He stayed down holding his leg while the other team breaks, and it's like, come on, Madison, it's like we don't play like that. No one's going to stop for you. But to be fair to Madison, he's had a very good game.
Yeah,
I don't think if we mess this up, I wouldn't put it on. It'd be hard to pin it on an individual.
No,
Yeah.
but I just think that he gets fouled there. Brilliant. All he had to do was take it, but running after the player, pulling on his shirt, it's like, dude. Oh. Go on, Sar. Oh, Sar's got some speed on him, isn't he? We've just seemed to have slowed down the passing a bit recently. And we're letting them set their defense again.
They just want to keep this game tight now. And if they know they can get with... Now they're in this point of the game with 10 minutes left. They know if they can just nick something from a set piece or a counter, that'll do. They'll get a point. They've played, 3 really tough away games this season and at least got something out of a game they didn't expect to get anything from. That's probably their game plan.
Watkins is leveled. And Leicester's leveled against Everton.
Yeah, Leicester have levelled and Villa
Go
have
on,
levelled, yeah.
Oh, what a ball. Man on. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, no, Madonna.
Sting's gone out of the game, really. But there's still some good pressing going on. We're still winning the ball high up in the third, but we just
Oh,
don't know
my
what to do with
goodness.
it.
You can see the players, I think the nerves are beginning to kick in.
Mm.
So book him. Come on, ref. Book him.
Come on, Spurs. We're still having wave after wave of forward momentum, but it's just don't feel like we're going to threaten.
The chances have dried up a bit.
Cameron, they gave Biss a yellow. Maybe meant you, Stu.
Exactly. I mean, Biscuit's
Oh,
a
come
yellow
on.
for
So
it.
there's a Cameron. Come
Yeah.
on.
So
Yeah,
Biscuit's
they
a yellow
did, yeah.
for it. They leaves a foot in on Destiny and gets away with it. It's a lack of consistency.
Yep.
Another corner. Come on, boys. Let's get one finally. Go on, Dom.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, mate. Like there wasn't that. Well, I think Solanke was meant to be the one who was going to be the game changer for us this window, but I get what you mean. Like we wanted that.
I think
That
Odegaard was supposed to
transformational
be.
type player. Well, maybe Odegaard, but it's tough. Like you want to find a player. I hate to say it, but like someone like Trossard that Arsenal signed was like the kind of player I think we kind of needed. Like just someone who can get 10, 15 goals a season off the bench and come on and make a difference against tired legs. And maybe it was Odegaard that's meant to be that. Maybe you're right. But
Oh
we haven't
my
got him now
God!
for 8 months.
Eze was the man, I'm telling you. Eze would have been perfect.
Yeah, or Eze, yeah.
I mean, watch this corner. I mean, if that's against us, that ball drops to a Brentford player. The ball's just there. No one's doing anything. Oh my goodness. Have you seen the corner yet?
No, just about to take it. Oh my God, yeah. You just know if that's ball just lands into no one. Everyone's looking at each other.
And everyone just stood there watching it. And if that was us, it'd be a Brentford player right there to knock it in and said, we're nowhere near it.
Come on, Spurs.
10 minutes to go.
Like both sides are going to have a chance each left. One side's going to take one of those chances. That's my gut feel about this reign of this game. Both sides will have a chance, a big one, in the next 7 minutes. One will take it and one won't.
Get in. Game over.
We scored. Manu! Come on. Get in there.
Game over. Just what the doctor ordered. Oh, you beauty. You absolute beauty.
best performance of the season so far, Tottenham. Best
He's
performance
gonna
of the
get
season. To all you negative Ange Nancys out there, not the people in this group, you've been with us since the start. You've stuck with Ange Postecoglou. And I think today represents what should have happened in the flow of the other games that we've been in at home this season. It's been a brilliant performance today. What a finish by Maddison as well. It was a beautiful lob over the goalkeeper on the counter-attack. He takes his shirt off. He's willing to take the booking because it means that much to him today. Just a much, much better performance. This is exactly what we needed. We're going to be going into a Europa League game with a lot more pressure than it normally would, because I think in previous seasons, Spurs fans didn't take the competition seriously. We saw it as beneath us, but there's been a reset in expectations. I think we look at clubs like Liverpool, Man City and Arsenal and just have an acceptance that, you know, the Europa League, because of the strength of other clubs in Europe now, is a huge competition to win. It is a major trophy to win that competition. So we're going to be taking it seriously. There'll be a lot more pressure on Wednesday. If we'd lost today after that week, win against Coventry, but not the most convincing experience, there'd be a lot of pressure. But I think this gives us, a really nice situation to be in, because if we can get a win against Karabag on Wednesday, that's 3 wins on the bounce. And I think it goes from Man United being an absolute must win to, you know what, even a point away from home there, considering they're playing really well. There's no reason to be pessimistic. We can see the green shoots coming through of what Ange's trying to do. And I think some people need to apologise for calling him out so much over the last week and saying he's absolutely clueless, because we've only really had, like 90 minutes of really bad football this season. Most of it's been very good, and it just hasn't resulted in enough goals. And more is coming on.
Yes.
Great news. MS, good to see you, mate. Remind me of your name if you want to share it. Don't worry if you don't want to. But I think I got a bit carried away there.
Gray,
New Solanke would come good.
Bergvall.
So was that an
Gray,
assist?
and
Who got the assist for that Maddison goal?
Sonny got the assist. I'm disappointed for Spence. He's not coming on.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame.
I mean, to be honest, he deserves it more than Gray. Gray didn't have a great game, I didn't think, against Coventry. So
no, I think Gray's going to start in the Europa League again at right back. Whether that's right or wrong, it's going to happen.
But then Spence needs to be getting minutes now, because he's not going to be playing in the Europa League. We are big Ange fans, but I think he's mismanaging this.
Just that bit. Yeah, like we said, not everything's perfect, but I think there's been this weird hysteria of Ange isn't doing anything right at the moment, and that's complete rubbish.
Yeah.
Like, I think 8 out of 10 things he's doing are right, and 2 out of 10 you can question. But no one's ever going to get 10 out of 10 correct. And you have a very different view on things when you're in the room. Like, it's not about like always, I'm dropping this person or doing that. You know these people on a personal level. You know their personalities. You know who they are. You know how hard they're working. You have a different viewpoint of everything based on that extra information, and it makes decisions often harder. I agree with Spencer's ability, but also we don't see the players down. Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying. I guess we don't know what the situation is with them behind the scenes. And
sure, but I agree. But then, if he wasn't doing it on the training field, he wouldn't be on the bench. We've got other defenders. He could have been on the bench, so he must be doing something right. He came on, great attitude against Coventry, scored the goal that got us back in with 3 minutes left. And I just think he should be rewarded. I mean, especially after being dropped from the Europa League side.
MS says, media, why are you not winning, Ange? Ange, hold my beer. Well said.
Spot on. Absolutely right.
Honestly, it could be 8-1 today. Like, we've absolutely dominated the game.
5-1.
They've had 2 or 3 chances. No, it would not. It's been the best performance. Certainly the first half was the best 45 minutes we've had this season by quite a distance. Fantastic. It's how are the other teams getting on that we're competing with? So Aston Villa and Wolves are still 1-1 at the moment. Liverpool have beaten Bournemouth 3-0. Southampton are beating Ipswich 1-0. Leicester are drawing with Everton 1-1. Chelsea beat West Ham 3-0. Fulham are 3-1 up against Newcastle United.
Come on. Get in, Fulham.
Brilliant to see. Kulu
Nelson.
is a god holy, says Zebedee. I want to see what our Kulu boy does here. I think, like we said earlier, I think Kulu has gone from being a squad player in pre-season we didn't know what to do with to being arguably Ange's most important player. And that's not just because of like ability and stuff. I think we said the squad, we're not sure who that leader is. And I think Ange is looking at him and saying, you're the one who is willing to suffer, grit your teeth. And I can rely on you for 90 minutes. And you're adaptable to multiple positions. So,
and I think he's found the right position for Kulu.
Yeah. Agree.
Because I don't think anyone could ever doubt his work rate or his attitude or his technical ability.
Agree.
Go on more.
Agree.
Go on more. Go on. I would love more to get an assist or something.
Yeah, it would be brilliant. Well, yeah, fantastic so far. Come on, Spurs. Let's get one more. Oh, they're offside. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Let's get the cherry on the cake. A Mikey Moore goal just to send us into the weekend on the perfect Tottenham send-off. Needed that third goal. Yes, we did need that third goal. I just find people, when they watch Spurs, the reason they have a go at Ange and the players and start blaming things and being negative isn't because the clubs, the players and Ange doing much wrong. It's they can't handle their own anxieties that come with football. And football is an anxiety-ridden sport. It's full of stresses. It's full of emotion. It's very rare you go into a game, wallop aside 3-0 halftime, and then take off all your best players and just chill out. 8 games out of 10 still have something to play for. Even 9 games out of 10 have something to play for with 5 minutes to go, right? So you're always going to be full of that anxiety. And there's an acceptance that even the weakest team in the Premier League has internationals in it. So you're always going to be susceptible to someone who's got the ability to do something special. But I think we've done everything right we could this season. It's been a significant improvement on last. I think there's still a couple of gaps in the squad that we all know about that we'd like to see filled. Competition for another 10. We needed a left wing back to cover Udogie. We are really another centre back. Jury's out on the midfield at the moment. Bentancur definitely had probably his best game since his injury today.
Easily.
So there's an argument to say that if he's come back to full strength, maybe that issue is resolved. I think we still lack a little bit of depth. But overall, it's a much better performance. And all the things people complained about, Ange has listened, right? I don't think he's listened to you. I think he's just made his own evaluations. But there's no Werner. Mikey Moore's come on.
What on earth is Romero playing at?
Has it been in? I'd say Romero's been the one player that's regressed this season.
Yeah, without a doubt.
One player that's gotten worse. And it's ever since those Real Madrid links came out.
But if he plays this,
I would love it if
Real Madrid's not going to want him.
No, but not that I think Dragison's better. I just want to see him drop for Dragison so that he feels he has to work harder for a spot.
Have you seen the bit here?
Where he kind of. So I'll give a public apology to Deej, who's part of the podcast. I ever doubted Kulusevski. I am a full-on fanboy again. Yeah, nightmare from Romero. Nightmare Romero. Yeah. Much better. Were you one of the people that stuck with Ange, guys, in the chat? Did any of you begin to doubt him? Where are you now with it? It's one game. I get that doesn't mean everything is fixed, but does it give you reassurances that we are on the right path? if this is a glimpse of what it looks like when it's working. And it feels like this season we're 10% closer to it working consistently. Ange Leifer, good man, in the club with me.
Good,
Ange Leifer.
good man, Zebedee. Yeah. I think all of us in the pod are 100%.
Come on,
He's going to be able to finally go to a presser in a good mood for the first time in weeks.
Yeah, well, do you know what? There'll be a negative spin. There always is. And what the press will do is they'll say, oh, you conceded a very familiar goal in the first 30 seconds of that game. You can't go on outscoring everyone forever. Yes, you can. Man City conceded a goal a game last season and won the league. It's just lazy journalism.
I'm with that. We want to be back in touching distance, but, give it a year and hopefully we'll be there. Season 3.
We're not going to be challenging City and Arsenal this year. Liverpool will probably not be challenging, but we are in with a shot of 4th. And there you go, 90 minutes. We've won the game.
I love it, Christoph.
Always with Ange. Good to see. I still have questions, but I have faith. For Shafay, legendary member, one of the first 10 members of the Oso Spurs podcast. So forever, when I get around to making these unique banners and stickers, will be gifted with an honorary position. Top man. And he also always gives great questions and insight into what's going on as well. So a great person to have in the chat. I feel more confident in where we're going. Yeah, agree, mate. I still think it's fair to question some stuff, but it was nice to see some changes to things that we had found frustrating before. Mikey Moore was prioritised over Werner. Brennan Johnson had a very good game. Maddison had a very good game. We went from having no shots in 45 minutes against Coventry to 19 shots in the first half today. So I don't think we can have any complaints on that side. Go Woke says, I want Poch days back, competing with being a touching distance. Don't care who's in charge as long as we get that back. Agree. And I think we will get it back. But I think the difference that Poch had was he had a 24-year-old Hugo Lloris. He had a 24-year-old Toby Alderweireld. He had a 24-year-old Jan Vertonghen. He had a 24-year-old Heung-min Son. He had inherited a spine, and he had a young Harry Kane. He had a spine of a team that was already complete. Ange didn't have a spine at all. He had 1 or 2 players that you could maybe keep in a squad in 2 to 3 years' time, and the rest is having to be rebuilt bit by bit. His star man in Son is in his 30s. What's wrong?
Villa scored.
No, that's a bit of a dampener. 94th minute winner for Villa, but Newcastle lost handsomely. But I would say Villa haven't looked that convincing this year.
No, I agree.
I'm not looking at them thinking, they're not going to drop points this season. I'm thinking Villa are definitely going to be dropping points this season. We're going to drop points. Everyone is. Man City won the league, dropping 35% of their games points they drop points in, right? Even the title winners drop points 3 and 10. What happened?
No, sorry. I mean, you guys don't care, but Burnley just scored a 94th minute winner against Portsmouth.
My
old man
championship rubbish too. I mean, good for them. Hats off to your family, mate. Kind of makes me happy. But yeah, great win. Easily the best 45 minutes of the season in the first half, and a solid second half. From no shots in 45 minutes to 19 shots in 45 minutes this game. Huge improvement. All the players we needed to score have scored that were low on confidence. All were good goals. It could easily have been 7-8 goals to Tottenham in that game. I'm very interested to see the XG stats. I think it will be mind-blowing. So deficit improvements. The only, I'd say there's a negative in that game, if that's the right word, is that it's still all too familiar type of goal we conceded. It's normal to concede about a goal a game in the Premier League and still be in the top 4. But it was just anything above neck height was a massive threat. And that seems to be a consistent pattern this season. Luke, lovely lads. What a win, Luke. Great to have you in here, mate. Dean, Jury, Anjin, all the way. We are with you to the hill on that. I think Ange deserved that. That was a fairer representation of how we've been playing all season. Vicario was shaky, but Spurs won. I'd agree. I wish the negative comments would piss off. Completely agree, Chris. The negativity isn't helping anyone. It's dragging down our players' confidence. It's making our manager lose patience, and it's making the whole experience of supporting Spurs a lot worse. Even though we have so much to be positive about, some people are obsessed in finding a reason to be unhappy about it all, and they need to learn to smile a bit. go have a drink, or take your other half out for a pint or something and go have some fun. Lighten up. We finished with less possession.
We did, yeah.
3.59 XG.
We
Wow.
finished with less possession, 47% to 53. I'm shocked.
Wow. Didn't feel like that at all. But 23
Second
shots
half
to their
it did.
6. Second half. We had 57 shots, 57 touched the ball in the box, in the opposition box. They had 19. So we had 3 times more of the ball in the opposition box, it looks like. We actually won more aerial duels, which was 11 to their 6. That surprises me, actually. But yeah, 23 shots to their 6. I think that's the big takeaway. And 10 of them on target. That was huge improvement from us there. So yeah, 3.59 XG.
Yeah, so thanks for this, Mahesh. But what was the XG against, out of interest?
Let me get that up. Oh, I didn't realize I can put your comments up here. Look at that. 3.59. Mahesh, you leave these. You're the guy who leaves the very detailed analytical responses in our videos, mate. Keep them coming in. I don't always have time to reply to them because they are very in depth and I want to give a proper answer to them when I read them, but I do like reading them. So keep them coming in, my friend. And thank you.
I would suggest to everyone else in the chat to look out for his comments on our shows, because they're really, really in-depth analysis. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
0.59.
I'm with you. Oh,
wow.
Anjin, Dean Drury. Yes, we are there. Where's Sean? Here he is. Sean, Ange is the answer. Yes, he is. Let's stick with the man and back the manager. I don't want to hear any more of this negativity. I hope that gives the people that little bit of reassurance they needed that this system will work. It just needs a bit of patience. And we will have some wobbles on the way. There will be games. We'll go to Man United away or something like that. Or maybe it's a similar fixture and it won't click into place and we'll find frustrated that we didn't win. But it's normal not to win all your football matches. Stick with Ange and we'll win the majority of them when it gets going. Any problem with the subs, says Chris Tate? No issues, really. I think it was refreshing to see more come on instead of Werner, although Stu disagrees. Go on.
I disagree with bringing on Gray rather than Spence.
Okay, yeah, I think that's fair. I think we'd like to have seen Spence come on instead of Gray all round, because we know Gray's going to get minutes in the Europa League anyway. Let's give Spence these minutes in these kind of games. Let's give Porro a bit of a rest. So 50 concurrent viewers. Yes, things are ticking up nicely. Thanks very much for tuning in, everyone. Thanks for the watch along. Off to eat some cake and crisps. Enjoy. And to all our Australian friends in Melbourne and Sydney, wherever you are, fair play to you. There were a few of you tuning in the early hours of the morning. I hope you can continue that party, crack open your favorite beverage or whatever it is, or your favorite piece of food in the fridge, and really soak that in and enjoy it. Put on some silly Western or whatever you want to watch that just keeps you happy. I like doing that at 2 a.m. for whatever reason. Good, the bad, and the ugly will come on. 100% win record in the last 2 games. That's how you cherry pick the stats. Ole. Dr. Johnny. Yes, mate. That is how we cherry. It's a bit like Arsenal saying we were missing our entire midfield. No, you weren't. You were missing 2 players. Let's be real about it, guys. So if we can beat Karabakh, that's 3 wins in the bounce, and you've got people asking for the manager's head. Absolutely bizarre. And we are with you. Ignore them lot. We know you have a Twitter account. You told us you did. You just don't follow. You've got 1 follower. Come follow us, mate. We're your safe space. We're your community. We're with you to the end. Anyone who tries to knock you off your perch has to knock us off with you. Good day and yay. Ole. What a save from Vicario as well, says TZ. Yeah, it was 2 calamities and 2 world-class saves from Vicario. So he's net even. I won't give him a bad score or a good score. I will give him a 6 out of 10 and say, you bailed yourself out, but you could have had a disaster class there.
I nice. Love Vic, but I'd still give Mourinho a 5. I mean, he had a shocker today.
He did have a couple of shockers. He had a couple of great saves as well, though. Let's be, Spurs 5.5 goals, attack contribution. So in a perfect world, Spurs deserve 5 goals. I agree, but it did feel that way. You wouldn't have been surprised if we got 5. And that would have been, we'd have had a 4-0 win against Everton and a 5-goal victory in this game. And that would have been, fair enough. I think that's going to be us wrapping up in a minute, guys. So huge shout out and thanks. We've got another video coming on Monday. Ben Bowman's supposed to be joining us, if you know him. So subscribe to make sure you get that content. These live watch longs, we'll continue doing them for a couple more months as a free perk, but they will become a member only perk soon. So please, if you want to support the show, we'd really, really love to get to you into these chats when they become member only. So there's memberships there. We'll put them at the lowest price possible. But the core show will always remain completely free, which is the end of week and hour-long pod with Stu, Johnny, Sai, and Deej. I'll also be bringing a website soon, the Oso Spurs website, which will be a compilation of all our important stats and news articles and a safe community in there that members can talk to with no purple and gold allowed. I do not allow purple and gold into this community unless, they're allowed in as long as they're not toxic. There's no discussions about the ownership allowed in here or promotion about any of those movements. We do believe, though, that we will always defend and be against ticket price rises. So that is the one area that I think we want to protect fans on. So that's the one area we will get a little bit shouty about occasionally if we have to. Any final questions from our listeners, or forever hold your peace? I think we'll call it there, Stu.
Yep, sounds good.
The Spurs.
Come on,
Roll
Spurs.
on, Super Ange Postecoglou, a deserved win, a needed win. And I'll leave you with my banner, which I made. Here we go. There you go. Do you like that? My little custom. Oh, we got one more comment. Thanks, guys. Oh, so positive Spurs. Oh, so real Spurs. Looking forward to the next show, Luke. Yes, us too, mate. Really, really looking forward to it. I've also been invited on to the lab, although they haven't given me a date, the Fighting Cock one yet. So hopefully, if you guys listen on there, you'll get to see me make an appearance on there soon. Just waiting for Flav to confirm a date. Jellybean, I'm just going to put you up there for being our first ever member. So you just get
Jellybean the man.
Cool preferential treatment like my firstborn son would too. So if you ever need an upgrade on your dad, I'm here for you, mate. Just kidding. Cool. Right. Roll on.
Cheers, everyone.
I'm actually so excited for a Europa League game. I'm so excited for it.
Yeah, me too.
It's nice to be excited. Just quickly, final check on the scores. So Villa did win, but Newcastle lost. And tomorrow's one of City or Arsenal. Hopefully City win tomorrow. We'll be wearing our light blue shirts for one of two times in a season that we don't. All right. Roll on. Up the Spurs. Let's end the stream.